Hello, WWE fans, and welcome to the WWE Universe as I'm here to review NXT Takeover San Antonio. Obviously, as you can tell from the background, I've been currently re-watching the show because I absolutely quite like this. Quite like the show so far. It's really good. So to get through the results, I will also be giving you the NXT Year's End Awards as we had the winners from that award ceremony revealed just hours before TakeOver started. But to start the show off, we have Eric Young versus Tyler Dillitter, the Perfect 10. And obviously the Perfect 10 was unable to defeat the Sanctuary's Eric Young. Eric Young comes out victorious in their battle to kick off NXT. And then we had Roderick Strong making his debut at NXT versus Adrian Malares, the young man from Mexico, and Roderick Strong made an impact by beating him in winning his very first NXT Takeover match at Takeover San Antonio. And then eventually this would lead into the NXT Tag Team Championship match where the Authors of Pain would face DIY. And quite surprisingly, the Authors of Pain, after winning the Dusty Rose Classic, they managed to defeat DIY and become the new NXT Tag Team Champions. So the Authors of Pain are now your Tag Team Champs in NXT. And then this is where the real cool stuff happens, right? We all think that, okay, we're building up to this NXT Women's title Fatal 4-Way. But then all of a sudden, Seth Rollins comes in and literally calls out Triple H, says, I'm not leaving this ring until you make me come out of this ring. And you knew Seth Rollins was going to do something massive because of what Triple H did on Raw when his music hit and then he lost his position in the Royal Rumble match. He literally tries to confront Triple H, and then what does Triple H do? He gets security to chuck Seth Rollins out of the building so he can just carry on doing NXT TakeOver without Seth Rollins to deal with. You know that tomorrow night tonight at Royal Rumble, something major is going to happen. I have a funny feeling it's going to lead into a Triple H Seth Rollins confrontation. Maybe Triple H enters the Royal Rumble. Seth Rollins eliminates Triple H. Can you imagine that? Something along those lines happens. And, it's going to be an absolute amazing moment. But I have to say, that was probably the most shocking moment of NXT TakeOver San Antonio, seeing Seth Rollins come out and beat the heck, to come out to call out Triple H and confront him in front of the NXT TakeOver fans, which I thought was insane for Seth Rollins to do, but at least he did it. And then, of course, we have the NXT Women's Championship Fatal 4-Way match where we would see Asuka versus Petro Raquel versus Billie Kay versus Nikki Cross. And Asuka manages to defeat all three of them to remain the NXT Women's Champions, still being undefeated in 2017, which is something to say for the least. And then, of course, so Asuka still looking strong in NXT's women's division. And then, of course, we have the NXT Championship match being the main event of the show where Bobby Roode meets Shinsuke Nakamura in the NXT title match. This was Bobby Roode's opportunity to make the championship glorious and to begin his reign in NXT. And lucky enough, he manages to begin his reign pretty well for Bobby Roode, because Bobby Roode comes out looking strong at NXT TakeOver, and obviously his glory era has begun. So Bobby Roode now the possession of the top championship in NXT, which is absolutely insane. So great to see Bobby Roode finally taking the step to the new heights and becoming a face of NXT. You know that at some point this year, Bobby Roode is going to be joining the main roster. I hope that is where we're leading to, I hope. But either way, a great way to finish off the NXT TakeOver San Antonio with a Bobby Roode win to end the show. And then, of course, to give you a bit of a summary of the NXT's end of year awards, these are the winners of the award. We have the Breakout Stars, Billy Kay and Petr Rokel are the winners of the Breakout Star of the Year. The match of the year was DIY versus the Revival, the 2 out of 3 falls match from TakeOver Toronto. That became the match of the year. The tag team of the year were the Revival. The female competitor of the year was Asuka, and Shinsuke Nakamura becomes the male competitor of the year and the overall competitor of the year. So Shinsuke Nakamura wins 2 awards in the NXT Year End Awards 2016, which is absolutely amazing that Shinsuke Nakamura wins 2 awards. So at least he's an award winner, but not an NXT champion. That's that. At least he came out with something. I mean, come on, you gotta give it up to the guy for putting on a great performance in NXT and actually going to lengths to actually win an award in NXT. So that's really good to see that some of these stars are now getting recognized. Yeah. But yeah, they finally went through the odds, which is fantastic. So yeah, that was a not bad NXT takeover in San Antonio. So now we move forward to the Royal Rumble, where tonight we are going to crown this year's Royal Rumble winner. Kevin Owens, Roman Reigns, Universal title. Cena hopes to win his 16th World's title. And also Seth Rollins, you know he's going to be after Triple H at the Royal Rumble event. And also Bayley's hoping to become the Raw's Women's Champion this evening. So a lot of things going on at the Royal Rumble tonight. And I have no doubt we're going to be in for some surprises tonight in the Royal Rumble match, because funny enough, Samoa Joe shows up in the crowd of NXT TakeOver. Does that give us an indication that Samoa Joe will be in the Royal Rumble match? Maybe. Maybe this will be the year that Samoa Joe finally joins the main roster and maybe win the Royal Rumble match. Who knows? If Cena wins the title, I wouldn't mind seeing Samoa Joe win the Royal Rumble. That would be an amazing opportunity for Samoa Joe to cement his legacy by winning the 2017 Royal Rumble. So let me know who you want to see the winner of the Royal Rumble for this year to be by commenting down below. Put your predictions in, because we're just hours away from finding out who's going to win it, this year's 30-man Rumble. So with that said, thanks for watching, and I will see you all tomorrow as I will be reviewing the 2017 Royal Rumble, the first major pay-per-view in WWE as the road to WrestleMania kicks off with the Royal Rumble. See you then, guys.